here to try and get himself in pole position?
Well, we should see the best from both players. Both players will come out cautious. No one wants to give up, especially being both players with a lot of experience. So
It looks like they've actually gone ahead and got ready. We're getting the feed now, so we're 2 minutes in. Let's pick up the action. It's Joe Guastella against Buffo.
Joe is in the white and Buffo is in the red.
So Joe playing from left to right.
Buffo starting quick there up the sideline. Good little move there. Good defense by Joe to recover. Both players using the same formation of 5-2-1-2. Both defensive, but also able to attack.
Don't know if you folks can pick up that screaming in the background back home, but that's because we've got several PlayStations set up here. We're playing.
And there's a goal by Buffo, 1-0.
There we go. Really early goal there.
Very early goal, 10 minutes into the game.
So Buffo taking the lead there.
Very important goal. We'll see how this game turns out if Joe's going to have to pick up the pressure. We know Buffo's just going to sit back and take his time now with the ball.
So as I was saying, we've got a lot of games going on at the same time. We're going to do our best to bring you all the results. We'll be getting updated as we go. A lot of group games to play here. All the players started off with 3 games to play today. And don't forget, if you have questions for us, for anyone, for Nenad, for Christian Carambo, for our players, just send us a tweet with the hashtag FIWC. And second goal, there we go.
Buffo going up 2-0 early, 20 minutes into the game. Buffo starting off very strong and very fast in the beginning. Not slowing down. He knows he wants to score a lot of goals.
Playing very aggressively. Another one of the players that was up last night playing in his room.
Both him and Ty were trying a couple different formations and everything, so we'll see if it'll work for them today. It looks like it's already started to work for both Ty and Buffo, both coming out with a win in the first games today.
And obviously Buffo has been here 6 times, never won it. That's got to be something that he's thinking about.
He is. He's definitely been here a couple times. He's been close a couple times, so he knows that this is a very good chance for him. He's coming out and playing like it as well. Joe making a mistake there. Let's see if...
And I stand corrected. This is Andre's 5th appearance at the Interactive World Cup, not 6th. That would be Alfonso Ramos. That's been here 6 times, the most of any player at a grand final.
Alfonso with a big win in his last game, and it put him up to 6 points out of 3 games in his group, giving him a very good chance of qualifying today.
Not someone to be taken lightly.
Anybody who's been to a grand final, you never want to take lightly. They have the experience and the know-it-all, so we'll see if he's going to be able to turn that win into a qualification.
It's a really strong lead here to start.
As we saw yesterday, though, 2-0 is nothing. Very dangerous score in soccer, so we're going to see if Joe can come back here.
Nenad obviously coming through on Twitter. We've got the usual debate. Some guys saying that they take issue with you calling it soccer, but as we know, different from country to country. Where I'm from, South Africa, same thing. Everyone calls it soccer, nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm from America, the United States, so we call it soccer, so I'm going to call it by how we do it, so no offense to anybody.
Just the name doesn't change the game.
Nope.
A lot of people joining us in the live stream today. Good to see a lot of tweeting going on as well. Definitely something. I mean, we're live streaming is the first time we've done it here, and do you see it every year? This tournament just gets bigger and better.
Every year they put more and more effort into it, and it's getting huge. A lot of publicity, and it's good for the players knowing that it brings out even more players knowing that they're going to be able to be live on TV here and having thousands and thousands of people watching them.
I know Ty told me that yesterday. He said that this is the toughest interactive World Cup he thinks that has ever been. So definitely with the race competition just comes a better tournament. And you have to
It's all up to debate. I mean, every year it's always going to be more and more players, but you can never say which year is the toughest. Every year is a challenge.
You sure you don't want to say that maybe 2010 was the toughest year ever?
I won't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
So we see Buffo there using Casillas to come out, something we saw yesterday to cut out those crosses.
Yeah, he did, and at the end of halftime for the first half, it's 2-0 to Buffo. Joe opting for a more attacking formation with the 4-1-2-1-2. We'll see if this works out for him. He knows he needs to go out there, and he knows he needs to score a couple goals.
Is it difficult to stay focused in this kind of event going into, in terms of stamina as we get into the final stages?
It's not. I mean, the games are short. Most players are used to playing this amount of games in a day anyways, actually more. So I don't think stamina plays any part in this. Most players, I mean, I would like to think that it shouldn't be that hard to stay focused when you have so much on the line. I think sometimes the pressure does get to players and they're not able to handle it.
Oh.
Joe with a great goal there, 2-1. Like I said, 2-0 is a very dangerous score. We'll see if he's going to be able to take advantage of this and use the momentum. He's got pretty much a full half there.
Didn't quite catch that replay, but was that a finesse shot?
Yes, it was. It was a very, very nice goal by Benzema.
I had Nenad correct me on that yesterday. I'm not too familiar with all the skill moves. One thing I haven't seen at this tournament is the skill dribble.
Most players do use the skill dribble. It's different versions. A lot of players like Ty Walton do use it to their advantage. It takes a lot of time to kind of perfect it and get the skill down pat. A lot of the times, you know, it's about using it at the right situation. And not overusing it. There's no reason sometimes in the middle to do a skill move when you have a wide open pass.
And someone who had a lot of experience defending against that was Adam Winster. I remember him telling me that you have to almost anticipate that someone's going to do it to catch it. It's that hard to defend against.
Yes, he's right. Defense is a lot about reading, trying to read what the other player's going to do. It's kind of hard when you're not looking at them, but it does help when you have quicker defenders and you're able to read the player and what they're intending to do. Slow down a little bit. Joe switching to a 4-1-2-1-2 is paid off for him. He's got that quick goal he wanted. That's a perfect situation for him, being down 2-0 at halftime.
And still enough time to come back.
Plenty of time.
So it looks like we have some results coming in. Nenad, do you want to take us through them?
It looks like we already went through Group A's results with Buffo, Walton, and Guastella winning their games. Group B, we have Ramos winning 1-0 over Christian, which we saw live here. Ferrero versus David Alban Rojas, winning 3-0. Big result for him. Big result, putting him in second place in the group after 3 games with 6 points. He's tied with Ramos, but he's better than him in goal differential and goals scored.
And we see Kai Wellen there in that last Group B match, winning 1-0 against David Oboli. So that Kai is in front in that group. Looks set to potentially.
He is, but there's still 2 games left. Top 4 players. It looks like the bottom 2 are out with Christian.
Goal. We've got a goal.
And looks like Joe ties the game at 2-2. Big result right here. Big result. Joe knows that if he ties this game, it'll still keep him ahead, and he'll be ahead of Buffo and Ty.
Really good comeback there by Joe.
Very, very good comeback there. Switching his formations definitely helped him a lot. He's put a lot of pressure and he's able to score 2 good goals there.
So let's run through the Group C. We've got some Group C results. We've got Bruce Granek defeating Sam Liberato there 2-1. So that's a bit tough for Sam. Looks like he might not be set to qualify.
It looks like he's not going to be able to qualify today. He's after 3 games, he's on 1 point. So it looks like he's out of the tournament. Looks like Julian and Al-Shiri, who was in first place, looks like they tied 0-0. And it looks like Sammy and Bin Salim, Bin Salim with the 1-0 win. So it looks like this group is
goal.
Joe
Again,
scoring
Joe
the
coming
3rd
back.
goal.
3-2.
2-0, the most dangerous score, and he goes up 3-2.
The most dangerous score. You remember you saying that yesterday.
I did, and I think it's come true in both times that it's happened.
Now, is that superstition or what is that based in?
It's based on a couple things. I would just say, it's just the momentum swing. It works.
Really strong comeback there.
It builds confidence scoring that first goal, knowing that you could break down their defense. To run through Group C standings, Bruce is in first place, tied with Al-Shiri at 7 points apiece after 3 games. Julian with 5 points, he still has a good chance, and Bin Salim with 3 points.
And then our final results from Group D. We've got Francisco Cruz winning 3-2 against Zajac. We've got Ivanov drawing against Petrascu, so that changes things a little bit. And then we've got
Rushan beating 2-0, beating Gustavo, the newcomer, in his first game. So
Gustavo having a late start, getting here today, so he's got a lot of catching up to do today.
After his first 2 games, he's actually lost both games, so he's at 0 points. Kind of looks like he might be out of this tournament. Looks like Cruz is in a good position to qualify, so that would be a very good thing for him.
Coming back from that loss yesterday.
Another one. Joe scores a 4th goal, a very nice finesse goal, upper 90s there with Kaká. Goes up 4-2, 4-2 against Buffo. This essentially guarantees Joe qualification, puts him at 12 points after 4 games.
So we have that confirmation.